Hello YouTube, it's Tempest CFV. I got a deck profile for you, brand new deck. It's the Fire King deck. I got it from a friend, and I'm really liking it. It's just a really cool, really cheap deck. If anybody is looking for a really nice cheap deck for the format, play this. It's not that inconsistent, and it's actually really strong. So I'll get right into it and explain everything as I go along. So basically, the Fire King deck has you just cards that destroy each other, and then you want to bring out the big guy, Garunix, to destroy the entire fields, and try and do that like every turn basically. So you got three Garunix. Um, for those of you who actually play Fire Kings already, some people are maybe playing two. I'm playing three for consistency. Um, it gets a little cloggy sometimes, but you do have Yaksha to destroy it if it gets in your hands, so not really a huge deal. What Garunix does is when he's destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, during your next standby phase, you get to special summon him and destroy all monsters on the field. So it's pretty good. If he's destroyed by battle, you can special summon another Fire King from your deck. So pretty strong. He's an 8-star, 17 or not 17, 27 attack beater. So basically, you want to summon him as often as you can and either keep him on board or keep destroying him on every turn to deal tons of damage. You have three Barongs. If you have a Fire King monster that gets destroyed, you can special summon him from your hand, and if he's destroyed by a card effect, you get to search for another Fire King card during your next standby phase. So, really good card. You need to play three of this guy if you can. Three Yaksha. If he is destroyed, uh, you can destroy a card on your field or in your hand, so you can use this to get rid of Garunix that you have in play, which is pretty good. And then same as Barong, if a Fire King monster you control is destroyed, you get to special summon it from your hand. So basically, the idea is you want to play like these three cards, Yaksha, Barong, and Garunix like together, sort of. So Garunix is your main guy. You play him first, and then you get to start playing these guys. And whenever Garunix destroys them, you get to search for more cards. And the spell cards you have, that's really important to search for these. And yeah, there's only 9 Fire King monsters. The rest of my monsters are actually Fire Fist cards. Because all the Fire King monsters are Beast Warriors except for Garunix. So you can make lots of nice Xyz plays with them, and they're also searchable off Tenki, which means the Fire Fists make really good partners for the Fire Kings. So I'm also playing 3 Bear. This card is really good. You basically just use it for a beat stick and for Xyz plays. You can use it to search Tenki, Tensu, whatever you need. So yeah, I played 3. You can probably get away with 2, but 3 is just so good. 1 Gorilla. What he does is you can tribute a fire formation to pop a back row, and then when he destroys a monster, you search one. So, or search a spell. So, pretty good. I would play a 1 of him, not more than that, because he's not as good as like Bear, but he's still really good, and I like him in this deck. 2 Dragon. When you play a fire formation, you can set another fire formation trap from your deck with this guy. But the main reason he's in here is because he lets you tribute 2 fire formations to get a Beast Warrior back from your graveyard. So you can use Dragon to get rid of like Tenki and Tensen, and then get Yaksha back, and then play a spell to destroy Yaksha, and then that'll let you destroy Garunix in hand, or it'll let you destroy Barong, and then next turn you get to search a Garunix or something. So that's one thing Dragon can do. I'm playing as a 2 of because also an 1800 beat stick, which is pretty nice. You can probably get away with 1, same with Gorilla, but I really like 2 because I have 2 and I have the space for it, so why not? And the last card is 1 Blaster. It's generic, destroy cards in the field, so you can use it to destroy your own Garunix. Actually, let me see this really fast. I'm not sure if that's how it works. Yeah, it's any card on the field, so you can use this to destroy your own Garunix, or Barong or what have you, and discard another fire monster with him, and then you can play Dragon and discard 2 fire formations to get back whatever monster you discarded. There's also 2800 Beast Stick, which really helps when you go to push for game. You can just banish 2 cards in the grave that you don't need, and then get this, and then push this in Garunix, and it's pretty good. So, yeah. There's one other card that I'm not playing, and it's Pyrorex, the Elemental Lord. You can only summon him if you have 5 monsters in your grave, and then when you do summon him, you can destroy one monster on the field and inflict damage to both players equal to half its attack points. So it's a pretty good card, but I found that I can probably win with this deck like really quickly, and that's more of a late game card. So yeah, it's also kind of inconsistent. So yeah. So for spells, we have 3 Onslaught. This card lets you special summon any Fire King from your deck, be it Garunix, Yaksha, or Barong, as long as you control no monsters and your opponent controls a monster. So the monsters summoned by this card will be destroyed at the end phase, so it's very important that you get a Fire King monster that you want destroyed. If you don't already have Garunix, probably want to use this to get Garunix. If you have a Garunix in hand, then you probably want to use this to get Yaksha, because when Yaksha is destroyed, you can destroy the Garunix in hand, and then you'll get the Garunix back at the next standby phase. So very good card. You need to play 3 of this, basically, because if you open with this, you can basically win. 3 Circle. With this card, what you do is you destroy a fire monster you control, and then special summon another fire monster from grave. So normally what you do is destroy a Fire King monster, special summon another card, like a dragon or something, or a bear. But you can also destroy a bear and summon like Garunix or something, or destroy a dragon and get Gorilla for some reason, because everything in this deck's a fire monster. So yeah, there's no limitation as long as you destroy a fire and then special a fire. So yeah, 3 of this card seems pretty good. It's also searchable by Barong. So yeah. 3 Tenki. It's your Rhoda for the deck. You get a Beast Warrior. Everything in this deck is Beast Warrior except for Garunix and Blaster, so it lets you search any monster you need, basically. Why wouldn't you play 3? 1 Tensu. I'm only playing 1 because it's so searchable in this deck. You could probably play 2 if you really want to, but it's not even that needed. Like, you can use this to play Barong and then use this to play like a bear or a dragon or something and then go off. But more often than not, you won't be needing this card so much unless you really want to make an Xyz play. But the main focus of this deck is like a Fire King, Fire King engine, so not as needed. 2 MSTs. MST is too good not to run this format. So you probably want to play at least 2, if not 3, if you can save it. This deck only runs 15 or 16 monsters too, so you have plenty of room for offensive back row. 1 Dark Hole. Again, not every deck is maining this format, but this lets you destroy your Fire Kings, and when they're destroyed, they get their effects. So why wouldn't you play this card? It's pretty good. For traps, we're playing 2 Tensen. You search yourself Dragon, and it gives the Beast Warrior 700 attack during the turn you activate it. It also increases your Beast Warriors all by 300, so it's a good OTK kind of card. It's also good when your Beast Warrior is getting attacked. 1 Horn of the Phantom Beast. I would play more of this card if I had him, but I don't. What it does is it gives a Beast Warrior you control 800, and then when it destroys a monster by battle, you can draw a card. So yeah, it's pretty good. Same as this guy. You activate it during damage and hopefully get a plus off of it. We have a trap here, 2 Generation Force. This is a very good card for this deck, and I'm amazed that my friend actually found some for me. It's so good. So what this card does is destroys a monster you control, and then you add another copy of it from your deck to your hand. So more often than not, you're going to be using this on your Barongs and Yakshas to get their effects, and then search another copy of them to your hand, which is really good. But you can also use this on Garunix during your opponent's end phase or something to clear their board, and then you get another Garunix from hand, which isn't terrible because you have Yaksha, and then you just use Yaksha to destroy the Garunix in hand, and then you have 2 in grave. So it's pretty good. I wouldn't play more than 2 because 3 gets cloggy, and you really want to play more offensive back row. So, but Generation Force is a very good card, or Generation Shift, I guess. Don't play Generation Force in this deck. Generation Force is a terrible card. Alright, for the last traps, it's all staples. 2 Phoenix Chains. I'm still debating between this and Mirror Force, but I'm finding this is really important against Fire Fist and Bujin and stuff. So, and I play more of that nowadays than I do Dragons or Mermail, which is what Mirror Force tends to be better against. 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Torrential, 1 Judgment, which is actually Solemn Warning, except that Solemn Warning is my other deck. Solemn Judgment is banned. Okay, so do not play this card. Play Solemn Warning. This is basically just generic hate for all kinds of monsters. Stopping summons, clearing boards, stopping summons, getting rid of Xyz monsters. You get it. They're all 1/0s for all staples. Play them all if you can. You may notice I'm not playing Duality or Card Car. That is because ideally you want to be special summoning Garunix every turn. And if you do special summon them, then you're not allowed to use duality or card car. So yeah, you're kind of at a loss for that. But you don't really need them because you're playing 3 tanky anyway, and you're going to be searching everything with Dragon and Bear usually. So I'll go ahead and get to the extra deck. Basically, what you do in this extra deck is just play generic level 4 synchros. So, or not level 4 synchros. Wow, don't play level 4 synchros. Level 4 play rank 4 Xyz is what you should be playing. And there's a bunch of options. So I'm playing one Tiger King. It's really good in this deck because it's a fact where you can special summon Beast Warriors from your deck is actually live. It lets you get any fire formation you need from your deck. Most likely it'll get you a tanky. But if you need Tensu, it can get you that. It can get you a 10-10 if you need it. One Kagasuchi. I explained this card in my last video, but what it does is when you exceed summon it, you mill 5, which is really good because it lets you like mill stuff for Blaster, or mills you targets for Dragon, or mills you targets for like a Garunix from Grave. You can circle. You can use Circle to tribute destroy a Baron and get the Garunix back from Grave. So this card is very good in this deck. It also can't be destroyed. Well, if it would be destroyed by a card effect, you can detach one instead. So it's basically a Maestroke. That's 2500, so pretty good in this deck as well. And the rest are all generic. You got your Utopia, Black Ship, Cowboy, Papilloperative. I would play these cards in every extra deck anyway. Maestroke, and the last 2 are random. I just have them lying around in my tin, so I'm just playing them. Gemini Pearl and Roach. Obviously, there's other better choices. I think I've already named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is like half the extra deck right here, right? But like, there's Daigusto Emerald that you can also play. There's Lavable Chain. There's Brotherhood of the Firefist Cardinal. You can play a second Tiger King. You could play a second Kagasuchi if you wanted to. Let me see. You could play Roach, but you could also play Exciton Knight, which is really good. If you can afford it, he's like 70, 80 bucks right now. But he's amazing. If a monster would be special summoned, I think you can detach one to blow up the field, which is really broken. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically everything for the extra deck. You more often than not will not go into rank 4 except for like Tiger King or maybe Cardinal or Kagasuchi if you're playing them. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Basically, your main beat sticks are your Blaster, your Bear, and your Garunix. So yeah. I'll go ahead and show you the side deck. It's not much different from my other deck, Max Saber deck. It's actually identical except for 2 cards since I'm maining Phoenix Chain. 1 DD Crow, 4 Guijin and other decks, 2 Valor, double Max C, the 3rd MST, double Mirror Force, double Mind Crush, Transmigration Prophecy, double Iron Wall, and 2 Prohibitions. So yeah, not a terrible side deck at all. Just random hate for random decks. Yeah. You know, what I might even do is tech like a Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, like Boar or Caribou, whatever the level 4 tuner is. No, actually, I can't do that even because they can only use Synchro Summon of a Fire Fist monster. Alright, well, I mean, I'm just thinking like other extra deck options you can play off the top of my head, and I guess there aren't really that many, so. Yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, please be sure to give me the thumbs up there. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, comment below. And if you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe and go to my channel for more content. This is my first Fire King build, so you probably won't find more Fire King stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna try and post up some gameplay with this deck at some point. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, have a good day, I guess.